Folks, I need to apologize for something. I thought that the first Captain America from 1970s was an okay movie. Turns out that one was boring and heavily flawed. My word. Upon looking at it, it's just slow, it's boring, and it's just repeated footage. However, something to be said. There is a better sequel. Captain America 2. Yes. Pretty much the same crew is there. In Captain America 2 Death Too Soon. It actually features a better villain, better premise, and I can't believe I'm saying it's better performance from Reb Brown. Robert Brown. So, Christopher Lee stars as Miguel, who is planning on releasing an agent over Portland, Oregon that will cause everyone to age rapidly and die as a result. And it's like, and how does that happen? Gets a skywriter to, release the release the agent that will cause everyone to age rapidly, and says smile. It dissolves and everyone ages over a city. And somehow he secures the villain layer in a prison. It's so stupid, it's actually funny. Then again, we have Captain Steve Rogers, who is now being kind of the Spidey, if you will, of his time, where he beats up minor criminals who are taking Social Security checks from the seniors, and it's like, okay, what's going on here? This is nothing. And suddenly things just be like, okay, I can kind of see where this is going. They're actually establishing him more as a character, and I'm like, all right, I like where this is going. We got kind of like the vibes from the first one, but I felt nothing overall. Lo and behold, cut to the invincible motorcycle that has been reinforced, that has been titanium plated, that can withstand many things. It actually works in this one. I'm like, as dumb as it is, I can appreciate this, because it's even more campy than before. Reb Brown is actually better in this movie than the first one, and even Matt Salinger. Given the history of the 1990 Captain America, I kind of revise what I have to say. That one still sucks. This one is an enjoyable, fun romp with everything I said. The music's there, it's fine, it's kind of rock, it's orchestral, it's okay. But even with everything still going on, I mean, for crying out loud, there are extreme leaps of logic, folk. Extreme leaps of logic. Oh, let's see. Let's get 3 minivans just full of bad guys who are trying to take the captain out. They all miss. Okay, let's get them sending down a dam. That is whatever dam is near in the west side. I forget. I don't know. I don't know my damology that well. Manages to survive a nearly 100-200 foot drop, even though they're all shooting at him. The motorcycle remains intact. It must be made of unobtainium or plutonium. Who knows? Yeah, that happens. And then, of course, there's the thing I mentioned with that, but it's so over the top and comic bookish and cartoony. I enjoy it. Then there's the sequence where Captain actually infiltrates the prison where Christopher Lee and everyone else is at. I believe that more than the final showdown in 1990. At least this one had the, gumption benefit of just being quicker and better. That one was fine. I'm like, yes, this is what I want. I want it just to be quick. I want it just to be a freaking good, fun time movie. And then, of course, Christopher Lee leaves, and with the motorcycle still there, we get an actual good sequence of the paraglider, a motorcycle paraglider that happens to go on for over roughly a mile or two. I can still believe that. It's so over the top and stupid. And then they have a showdown in a forest. It's so cartoonish. You gotta love it. And this ultimately, the captain defeats Christopher Lee, who this was after when he was in the better Wicker Man, and before he became Count Dooku, the Prime Minister of India, and Sauron, of course. There's a moment with animals where it's like we can see everything going on. It's like how it's aging the animals and some stuff happens. There's also, this movie could be good for medical ethics. Should we eject this antidote onto a baby, or do it on an animal, or what? That actually needs to be explored a lot more, because there's only one where this nurse injects herself on a plane. They're like, hey, it works on myself. Let's try it on this neonate, a baby, and see if it works. That would be a field day for an ethics committee. Holy smokes, that needs to be discussed more. I don't know. Number 1, boring. Okay. Number 2, so over the top, very heavily enjoyable. If you can find these, I say give these both a watch, but just remember, it is very camp, cartoonish, made-for-TV movie that, you know, as I get to the conclusion, it was supposed to be made for, like, along with Doctor Strange, Wonder Woman, etc. It was meant to be, like, on a network. Wait, Wonder Woman had her series later, but it was just like, hey, I think it was Columbia, hey, we do want to be seen as a, the superhero network, so we just kind of extended it, not dealing with the quality, because, like I said, Reb Brown, love the comics, fit the persona well, and was pretty much a team player, but ultimately, just due to BS out of the control, it was just seen as more kind of a curiosity, I guess. So if you want something that's a popcorn movie that is campy, believable, and kind of deals with medical ethics at a point, watch Captain America 2: Death Too Soon.